And I'm here to send a message that it's not funny. And that if you continue to make fun of innocent people, demons and other low vibrational entities are going to have the power to laugh at you and make fun of you when you are being tortured and you are suffering in hell. And then it's not going to be so funny. You're going to know how it feels to be laughed at when you're at your most vulnerable. You're going to know how it feels to be disrespected when you're trying to climb up from when you fell. You know, they say, well, at first you don't succeed, you dust yourself up and you try again, and you got to get up in order to do that. But if you have people laughing at you on the way up, it's embarrassing. But if you continue to treat victims like that and laughing at them and being sadistic and thinking things like that is funny, you're going to be mistreated by entities in hell that are going to make fun of you for your suffering, for your pain, for your vulnerable moments. And you're going to know exactly how that feels, how embarrassing it is to be made fun of for your trauma, how embarrassing it is for your insecurities and your flaws to be made known on a daily basis, every second of every minute. You're going to know how that feels. Because some people are so stubborn to where even though they know their behavior is unacceptable, they know their behavior is absolutely unacceptable, and they know that they're being assholes. Some people are so stubborn to where it's mandatory for them to learn the hard way in order for them to get it. And even then, they're going to hold on to that pride until eternal damnation tortures them and forces them to let it go. Because I guarantee you, if you experience the worst pain in your life and you're experiencing it every second of every minute, you're going to comply. You can scream, you can holler, you can do whatever you want to. Go ahead. Go right ahead. But that pain and that torture is not going to stop until you comply. That's the universe's message that's been sent through me, through my throat chakra, to share with the world. This is a very serious situation. This is no laughing matter. And if you continue to joke around and jerk people around and make fun of them and intimidate them and engage in toxic masculinity to try to dominate, and you do all these things and you make excuses and you make justifications for it, you are going to reap what you sow. You are going to have someone that has more power than you that's going to treat you the same way you treated someone else, and they're going to be worse. I guarantee you, they're going to be way worse than what you were to someone else, so that you integrate the lesson. The only way that you will receive grace and mercy is if you repent, if you confess, if you acknowledge the detriment that your behavior has had on other people, and you take accountability for your mistakes. That is the only way that you're going to receive mercy and grace by the universe. That is the only way. There's no way out of it. You can try to be sneaky. You can try to keep secrets. You will be put on blast by the universe. If the universe says, you know what, divine timing up, time's up, you're going to be exposed and you will get embarrassed. So while you have the opportunity to turn things around and do the right thing, please do so before it is too late. Because once the universe says time's up, there is nothing that I can do or say that can help you. Don't let desperation ruin an opportunity at redemption. Just because you've lost hope, that doesn't mean you give up hope. Just because things seem like they're not going to get better, or you feel like you completely lost yourself in maybe narcissism or bullying, and you're going to it as a coping mechanism, that doesn't mean it's too late to change. It doesn't mean that it's too late to redeem yourself. It's never, ever, ever too late. If you're still alive and you ain't burning in hell, you still have the opportunity to make it right. You still have a choice. You have a chance to apologize. You have an opportunity to confess. You have an opportunity to go get professional help. You have the opportunity to repent to the universe on what you did, because the universe already knows what you did. You ain't hiding from nobody. If the universe wants to expose you, it will. And there's nothing you or I can do to stop that. If the universe says time's up, your time's up. If the universe ain't tell you that your time is up, and you're still alive, and you can still move around, you still have power, you better use that opportunity, and you better start learning the value of a human life before it's too late. You better start learning the value of a human life, and you better start acting accordingly and raise up your vibrations so that you have good intentions, and you're not just doing it to save your ass. You're really doing it because you see the error in your ways, you know that you need help, and you're willing to get the help, and you're willing to help people that are depending on you. Do that as soon as possible, because when your time runs out, it's going to be too late. You can beg and plead, oh, please, let me do it one more time, let me redo it. Nope. You were given enough chances, and you were given enough warnings as it is already. The universe is very patient and very merciful. If the universe loses its patience with you, if the universe says that your time is up, then that means you were given more than enough chances. And whether you are aware of it or in denial about it or not, your time is up. So I guess we'll see what happens. I hope that nobody is upset about what I said. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. I'm not trying to cause chaos or disrupt any form of peace. I'm not trying to challenge anyone's sense of self. I'm just simply trying to send the message to people who may be struggling with their self-esteem, and they feel like they need to go to bullying as a way to make themselves feel better. I'm telling you, you're going the wrong direction. It may feel good right then and there, but I guarantee you, you will regret it. You will regret it. Most of you, heaven is still an option. Some of you may have received a life sentence. Some of you have received a death sentence. Heaven is still in the cards for some of you, for most of you. But if you continue down this path of desperation, I'm going to tell you that I promise you, if you continue down this path of bullying, of human trafficking, of child exploitation, slave labor, plagiarism, copyright, taking credit for someone else's ideas and not showing any reciprocity, I guarantee you, if you don't pay up, that could change. The whole point of being accepted into heaven, despite being flawed, is taking accountability, acknowledging that you've done wrong, and if you are lucky enough to be given the opportunity to make it right, take that opportunity. If you don't take that opportunity, you will suffer eternal damnation. If you continue to bully people and silence people who are trying to tell you the truth, you are going to go to hell. Hell is not like how, death metal and rock metal artists, how they show on TV, how it's headbangers ball and it's unlimited party and fun, and that's not what eternal damnation is like. That's what a lot of demonic and satanic entities want you to believe. They're doing that so that they can take your vessel, so that they can they can reap and inherit the benefits on this earth. So some of y'all may think that hell is metal. No, hell is not metal. Hell is painful, and you will be tortured. You will suffer. And I'm not going to beat around the bush around that, because a lot of people think that hell is a joke. Like the Simpsons episode. Hell is not like that. Hell is much worse for everybody in it. Unless you are a servant of hell, meaning a damned an employee, you are going to be suffering. If you're not there to torture people, meaning hell services, or you know what I mean, you are going to be tortured. It is plain and simple. Hell is not fun. And there are no second chances once you enter. You're in too deep. You're there. There's no way out. There's no way to escape. You can't hide from anyone. You will be monitored. You will be detected. And you will be tortured. Every waking moment. You will not receive a break. Just like working a full-time job. But hell is a 24/7 job. And there are no labor laws. And a lot of people think that it's a joke until they go there and they're stuck there. Some people are fortunate enough to have a near-death experience to where they go there and experience what it's like to be there, and they're relieved because the universe is trying to warn them that it's not pleasant. The universe is trying to tell them that if they continue to abuse their power, they're going to be there forever. The people who have, and some of these religious leaders, they know exactly what I'm talking about. So some of them, some religious leaders that are popular, you know, everybody kind of knows them as a jerk or someone that takes advantage of people. If you've ever noticed some religious leaders that have had a near-death experience and they have changed their tone and they've snapped themselves back to shape and they've changed their attitude and readjusted their behavior, whether they choose to be open and honest about their experience or not, it's entirely their choice. Some of them play it off and they act like nothing happened and they ignore the warning. Some religious leaders make a documentary, write a book, and they tell their story as to their experience to share with others as a warning to others as well, because they took that warning seriously. Okay? So I'm here to send that message to people that hell is not funny. It does not matter how masochistic you are going to suffer. You are going to be miserable if you continue down this path of self-destruction. Please change your ways and get help before it's too late. Because once you enter the gates of hell, there is nothing that anybody that truly loves you and cares about you is going to be able to do to help you out. You are going to be completely dependent on the universe's mercy and authority. Point blank, period. Hell is cool and fun until you're being tortured. A lot of people have a misconception on what hell is like. They think it's one big heavy metal concert. A lot of people think that because they've been misled and misguided by satanic and demonic devil worshippers. And I'm here to tell you that they are misleading you so that they can take your carnal vessel and send you to hell, because either they want a second chance at life or they want to be able to wreak havoc on the planet for whatever agenda that some of these demonic entities have. Their whole purpose